participation. I need you to get down in the comments and work with me. Who should not make this Team USA team? I'm gonna give you my roster that I would keep. Let me know if you agree or not.
No hesitation, no diplomatic framing, just a direct statement about who shouldn't make Team USA. What makes it so striking is the confidence behind it, because what follows doesn't just challenge a single roster spot. It calls into question some of the deepest assumptions about how USA basketball has been built and who it continues to prioritize.
Obviously, the GOAT, Caitlin Clark, should be the starting point guard for Team USA. Duh, the best thing that ever did it. Caitlin Clark starting at point guard. Jackie Young should be starting at shooting guard. That is what I believe it should be. That should be the starting backcourt right there. We move on to the wing position. I got Kalia Copper starting at the 3.
This goes beyond fan chatter now. A real debate is taking shape about whether experience should still outweigh current performance. And the conclusion may catch people off guard. That projected starting 5 represents a full philosophical pivot. Caitlin Clark at point guard, Jackie Young at the 2, Aya Copper on the wing, Dearica Hamby at the 4. It's not just a lineup, it's a statement about where USA basketball may be headed next.
This makes the team. I have Kelsey Plum coming off the bench. Obviously, Kelsey Plum should make this team. I think the backcourt is set between Caitlin Clark, Jackie Young, Paige Beckers, and Kelsey Plum. You got all you need at the guard spot. You really you really don't need no more guards after that, for real. You need wings and bigs. You don't really need no more guards after those 4.
Leah Boston at center. Notice what's missing here. The traditional USA basketball approach of loading rosters with veterans and Olympic experience isn't present. This lineup prioritizes current form, chemistry, and frankly, the future of the program. And that's why this goes beyond simple roster speculation. Historically, USA basketball has valued continuity, players who've gone through Olympic cycles together, who know the system, who earned their spots through years of international competition. That philosophy is exactly how Chelsea Gray made the 2024 Paris Olympic roster, despite Caitlin Clark having arguably the most dominant rookie season in WNBA history. Leaving Clark off that team sparked massive controversy, especially as fans pointed out that she led the league in assists and three-point shooting while Gray was working back from injury. Now look at the backcourt for guards, and that's the entire rotation. Caitlin Clark, Jackie Young, Paige Beckers, and Kelsey Plum. When you look at the numbers, the argument becomes hard to dismiss. Clark averaged 19.2 points and 8.4 assists as a rookie, leading the Fever to the playoffs for the first time since 2016. Young won a championship with the Aces and earned all WNBA honors. Plum is a proven Olympic gold medalist from Paris. And Beckers, despite injuries cutting short much of her UConn career, showed upon her return exactly why she's still considered one of the most naturally gifted players in the game.
I have at the 4-5 off the bench. This might surprise some of y'all. Y'all gonna see where I'm going. I got Cameron Brink. On my team. I don't know about y'all. I got Cameron Brink coming off the bench for this team. I have Rakia Jackson coming off the bench on the wing for this team. I also have Kiki Area Finn coming off the bench as a backup big on this team. We have one spot left between Angel Reese, Chelsea.
But this is where the tension sets in. That guard rotation leaves Chelsea Gray completely out. Gray is a finals MVP, a longtime pillar of USA basketball, and a player trusted in the biggest moments. Her resume is unquestionable: playoff poise, clutch shot-making, and years of international experience. The counter-argument, though, is rooted in reality. Gray turned 32 in October 2024 and spent much of the season dealing with foot and leg injuries. She appeared in only a limited number of games, and while her impact remained steady, the dominance wasn't the same. This isn't a debate about respect. It's a debate about timing, health, and whether USA basketball is finally willing to prioritize what's happening now over what's already been done.
Team and being just a role player, which is what she should be. She's not a star go-to player. Rebound, and that's it. That's all. Rebound and play defense. That's all you got to do. That should be your role, but your team in the WNBA sucks so bad that you're trying to do more, and that's just not you. Angel Reese makes my final 12. So who didn't make my cut? It's a lot of y'all looking like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You got that right. Chelsea Gray didn't make my team. I'm over all these old people. Look, Chelsea Gray's done her thing. She shouldn't even been in the Olympics. Caitlin Clark, rookie year. Caitlin Clark should have had that spot. We are moving.
Chelsea Gray appeared in just 26 games during the 2024 WNBA season, averaging 10.3 points and 4.4 assists. Solid numbers, but no longer elite. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. The wings off the bench. Initially, some reported names like Sutta Sabali, Ryan Howard, and Rakia Jackson. But the actual picks were Sonia Citron from the Washington Mystics, Rakia Jackson, Cameron Brink at the 4-5, Kiki Hurrian as the backup big, and Angel Reese claiming the final roster spot. The choice of Cameron Brink over Brittany Gurrier is the headline grabber. Gurrier, standing 6 feet 9 inches, is a two-time Olympic gold medalist and one of the most dominant defensive presences in women's basketball history, averaging 17.8 points, 6.6 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks per game in 2024. At age 30, she's been the defensive anchor for Team USA across multiple international competitions. Brink, on the other hand, represents the future. 22 years old, second overall pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, Stanford national champion, and a modern, versatile player who can protect the rim, switch onto guards, and stretch the floor with her shooting. The catch: she tore her ACL in June 2024, missing the rest of her rookie season, which makes this roster clearly forward-looking rather than focused solely on the immediate games. Angel Reese rounds out the team, and her selection is justifiable. As a rookie, she averaged 13.6 points and 13.1 rebounds, proving she can dominate in a specialized role.
We got 4 of the top guards in the league. Every guard I named, in my opinion, is better than Chelsea Gray. Caitlin Clark is better than Chelsea Gray. Paige Beckers is better than Chelsea Gray. Jackie Young is better than Chelsea Gray. Kelsey Plum is better than Chelsea Gray. We don't need Chelsea Gray on this team. No disrespect. You did your thing. You've had your fair share of Olympic runs. It's time for the new generation. Time for us to move on. Brittany Griner did not make this team. Brittany Griner, now you can always use that 6'9" size. I thought about
Angel Reese averaged 13.6 points and 13.1 rebounds per game as a rookie with the Chicago Sky, setting a WNBA record with 15 consecutive double-doubles. Her rebounding prowess and defensive intensity are elite, but the logic behind her Team USA role is clear. She's not a primary scorer, nor is she running the offense. Her focus is on grabbing boards, playing physical defense, and doing the hard, unglamorous work that fuels a team. In 2024, the Sky struggled, finishing 13th out of 27 and missing the playoffs. And when Reese tried to stretch her game beyond her core strengths, her efficiency dipped. She shot just 39.1%, highlighting why a specialized role on Team USA maximizes her impact.
We got Hamby, we got Angel Reese, we got we got Kiki. We got some bigs. We got some size. We good. And Veronica Burton didn't make this team. No, love Veronica Burton. Love her as a player. But this team is already stacked with guards. So Veronica Burton did not make the cut for my final roster. So I'm going to read you the final roster again. Caitlin Clark, Jackie. That is who should be on this Team USA team. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Who's on your team? Who would you take off of my list? I think I know who a lot of y'all say. Get down in the comments. Let me know. Let's keep the vision.
Reese had shot just 39.1% from the field and carried a usage rate higher than her skill set warranted. But on Team USA, that problem disappears. Surrounded by elite scorers and playmakers, her role would be perfectly defined: rebound, defend, and bring energy, without needing to expand defensively. That makes her the ideal fit. Meanwhile, notable veterans like Chelsea Gray, Brittany Gurrier, and Veronica Burton didn't make this projected roster, and the reasoning reflects a broader generational shift, moving from past legends to the next wave of stars. Traditionally, USA Basketball prioritized experience and institutional knowledge, understanding international rules, adjusting to officiating, navigating a shorter three-point line, wider lane, and more physical play. That approach allowed veterans like Sue Bird to play until 41 and Diana Taurasi to compete at 42, excelling under Olympic pressure. But the global landscape is evolving. Paris showed the gap between the U.S. and other nations is shrinking, with Australia and France challenging dominance. This has pushed USA Basketball to consider athleticism, shooting, and current form over past accolades. The final 12 projected roster reflects this philosophy. Caitlin Clark, Jackie Young, Clea Copper, Darka Hami, Aaliyah Boston, Paige Beckers, Kelsey Plum, Sonia Citron, Cameron Brink, Angel Reese, Rakia Jackson, and Kiki Hurrian. The average age skews mid-20s, a sharp contrast to Paris' average of 30, signaling a clear reset toward 2028 in Los Angeles. Guard-heavy with 4 elite perimeter players emphasizes shooting, passing, and defensive pressure, modern necessities for international basketball. The front court blends size, versatility, and athleticism without relying on traditional post scoring, enabling a fast, perimeter-oriented style. At its core, this debate isn't about a single roster. It's about the identity of USA Basketball and whether the program prioritizes legacy or current performance. Veterans like Chelsea Gray and Brittany Gurrier embody this tension. Champions, MVPs, Olympic gold medalists, but age, injuries, and mobility shifts challenge their dominance. Meanwhile, younger players like Brink offer upside and versatility. Historically, USA Basketball has leaned on veterans for continuity, trust, and leadership, as seen with Diana Taurasi, Breanna Stewart, and Alyssa Thomas in Paris. But Caitlin Clark's exclusion in 2024 sparked controversy, making the public question whether past achievements should outweigh current excellence. Clark's unprecedented WNBA impact, averaging over 1 million viewers per Fever game, sometimes reaching 2.3 million on ABC, demonstrates her cultural and competitive influence, amplifying the optics of her Olympic omission. The discussion now revolves around whether USA Basketball is willing to adapt to the present and future or remain tethered to the past.